with NFL Week 3. The first 2 weeks of the season have been kind of crazy, to be honest. There have been a lot of games that went not so much how I expected. A lot of teams disappointing, a lot of teams exceeding my expectations. So let's see if that trend continues Week 3. Um, Want to apologize in advance. I am still a little sick, so I am sorry if my voice sounds nasally at any points or if I'm sniffling at all. So, sorry about that. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. I'm not going to spend too much time on any of them. Um, let's jump right into them. So, for the Thursday night game, here in actually just about an hour and a half, we have the Steelers at Browns. I'm going to go Browns here. I think their run game is good enough that they'll be able to beat the Steelers. If the Steelers had TJ Watt, I would be a little bit more hesitant here, but where they don't, I think Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt will be able to get it done and pull off a win. Then we have the Raiders at Titans. Titans have looked like garbage so far. Raiders haven't looked great either, but I feel like they've looked better, you know? Aside from that, like, fourth quarter against the Cardinals this last week, I feel like they've looked pretty solid aside from that. So I'm going to go Raiders here. I think they'll pull it off. Um, then Ravens at Patriots. I'm going to go Ravens. Lamar Jackson has looked incredibly well or incredibly good these first 2 weeks. Kind of looking like that 2019 MVP Lamar. So if that continues, it's gonna be fun to see. Um, so I'm going to Ravens right there. Then we have the Bengals at Jets. Um, Bengals have very much disappointed me so far. Their offensive line is still absolute garbage. Joe Burrow isn't looking great. Um, their defense is kind of struggling a little bit. Um, Jets are doing pretty solid for having Joe Flacco back there. I think they're gonna do even better once Zach Wilson gets back. But I don't know. I feel like this is the week that the Bengals bounce back and get a win. But this one, it could be a trap game. I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Jets win. Put that on record. I will not be surprised if the Jets win. I want to make sure that's clear. Um, then we have the Chiefs at Colts. I'm gonna go Chiefs here. I think they're just the better team. Colts have looked really bad through these first 2 weeks. I mean, they almost lost to the Texans. They were getting their butts kicked until like the fourth quarter or so, where they were able to tie it up. Got shut out by the Jags. Colts have just not looked good. I think they're gonna get annihilated by the Chiefs. Then we have the Bills at Dolphins. Now, I don't think this is going to be an absolute domination game for the Bills again, but I'm taking the Bills here. Bills, in my opinion, are easily the best team in the NFL. Okay, no ands, ifs, or buts about it. They have been looking amazing. Um, Dolphins have impressed me. I I will admit, I wasn't that high on the Dolphins coming into this season. They've looked good, offensively and defensively. Um, I know this last week they allowed way too many points, but really, like, once the late third quarter came, their defense really stepped up and allowed their offense to, you know, get it done. Um, I think that's a well coached team. I like it, but I'm taking the Bills here. Then we have the Jags at Chargers. I'm going Chargers. I still believe they are a very good team. Um, doesn't sound like there's much concern with Justin Herbert's injury. So, yeah, I'm taking Chargers here all the way. Then we have the Texans at Bears. Honestly, I'm going Texans here. I think the Texans get the upset. Justin Fields has just not performed up to expectations. Um, I know he doesn't really have much help around him on the O line or as far as weapons go, but even then, he hasn't performed how we've expected. Um, and the Texans aren't real good either, but I think they're gonna go ahead and get the win here. Then we have the 49ers at Broncos. Honestly, I was saying in my power rankings yesterday, I think the 49ers are a better team with Jimmy Garoppolo. For that reason, I think the 49ers get a win here. I do. I think they're the better team. Um then we have the Lions at 49ers. Guys, you have no idea how badly I want to go Lions right here. Lions are a very well coached team. I think I think this season, by the end of the season, we're going to be starting to call Dan Campbell, one of the better coaches in the NFL, maybe even one of the best. It's hard to predict them to beat the Vikings in Minnesota, though. I mean, it's not a primetime game, so we're not really worried about Kirk Cousins. I think I have to go Vikings, but again, the Lions have so much fight in them. I could very well see the Lions win this. I really could. Um, but yeah, jumping to the next week, I'm going Eagles. I think they're the way better team. I really do. Next week, or not next week, but next game, we have the Saints at Panthers. I think Panthers are in a spot that Matt Rule is not going to last much longer. I feel like he's going to be fired by week 6. I think it's going to be that soon. Um, I know the Saints aren't exactly looking like a great team right now either, but I do think they're looking better than the Panthers. I'm going to go Saints. Then we have the Falcons at Seahawks. Both pretty bad teams, honestly. Um, I'm going to go Falcons here, though. I think the Falcons pull off the win. I think they figure it out this game. I think they end up throwing to Kyle Pitts a lot more, and he ends up having a really big game. I think he ends up having a 100-yard game. Honestly, that's my prediction for this game. So, yeah, Falcons winning it. Then we have the Rams at Cardinals. I don't know who the favorite for this game is, but I'm actually going Cardinals. The Rams just do not look like the same team from last year, and I'm not real high on the Cardinals right now either. I don't think they're a great team, so I could very well see the Rams get this, but I feel like the Rams and Cardinals always compete really well with each other, and I think right now the Cardinals coming off that, epic, comeback win in overtime, I I think they're going to be fired up and I think they're going to beat the Rams. Then we have the Packers at Bucks. I'm going Bucks here. Um I think the Bucks are a better team than the Packers. They do have some injuries. I don't know who all is going to be out yet. I know Mike Evans is suspended for this game, so we'll see what happens with that. But I don't know if Chris Godwin or Julio Jones are expected to play. That's going to play a huge factor on who wins. Um, but either way, I'm going to predict the Bucks to win. Um, yeah. Then the Monday night game. We have the Cowboys at Giants. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm going to have the Giants win. Start 3-0. I think Brian Dable is a good coach. He's impressed me so far. And I think now that there is some more film on Cooper Rush, I think the Giants are going to be able to use that to their advantage and pull off the win. I do. Um, so these are my week 3 predictions. Let me know what you think of these. I'm sure there's going to be some that you guys disagree with, some that you do agree with. Just let me know in the comments section below. Again, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.